Okay, welcome to week 6, community engagement. Um, yeah, I can't believe this is the halfway mark for the ambassador program already. So we're going to go over step-by-step expectations and a plan for contacting ambassador sparks. You should have gotten a list of your ambassadors, and then I'm going to do a text introduction with with your members. You guys are the ambassadors. I'm going to do a text introduction with each one of your members. I already did that for 3 ambassadors. It just takes a little bit of time, so I'm working on your guys's today. And then it kind of goes over a plan. You guys are all professionals. You don't have to stick to my plan exactly. Kathy's coming in. So step-by-step expectations and a plan for contacting the ambassador sparks. You guys are all professionals. You don't have to necessarily stick with mine, but it's just a guide for if you kind of want it an easy plan. It's a good plan, but feel free to make it your own. And then we're going to have a couple of group discussions on kind of best practices for reaching out to our social members, and then group discussion on business members and kind of what it is that we're offering, and then how we can help enhance that and connect social members together, business members together, and then bridge the social with the business members. And then we'll have a brainstorming session at the end. I'll give you an example, and then kind of local engagement ideas outside of membership so that we can, so our visibility is bigger with our local people that we want to be our ideal people in our sunshine community. And we'll go over kind of what our ideal, like one of our ideals is, one of our target markets. And then a couple of reminders for things that are going to be due. The initial contact, and then there's a pre-survey for the ambassadors. It's always good to collect data and then use that data in order to improve and bring more. So that's going to be our data tool. And then choosing engagement ideas to implement. So after we come up with a bunch of engagement ideas, we'll pick one kind of to make our program so that it's being formed and forged by our ambassadors. And welcome, Kathy.
Sorry, I was a minute late. I got in the middle of doing some laundry and so lost track of the clock.
You're great.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So I should go over let's look in our classroom. So we have our agenda in here, which we have each week. The step-by-step plan for contacting our sparks. If you weren't here last week, I went over kind of a little ideology in that when we get our members initially as an ambassador, there are our sparks, and sparks, when they're put together, they make a bigger flame. And then when those flames get big enough, they're the suns or stars. And when they get connected with each other enough, they become a constellation. So our goal is to make our sparks into constellations. Let's look at our step-by-step plan for contacting the sparks. I don't know why that's not opening up for me. I do have it right here. I just want to make sure you guys have access to it too. Okay, so our first connection is going to be the introduction with me via text. And then you're going to share a bit of your story and why you became an ambassador. Acknowledging their journey. The terminology from spark to constellation is kind of for us. If you want to explain that to them, you can. You don't have to. But the purpose is to help them come in as that spark and then help them grow and shine brighter and become a constellation together. And then having in that pre-survey. So you can either, depending on who your member is, some of them are going to be savvy and want to go in there and do a 10-minute survey. And other ones are going to want you to ask the questions, and then you can just type the answers in as you're asking them. Getting to know them. is step 2. So asking open-ended questions like what inspired you to join Sunshine Community? Some of them are new members, some of them are members that have been here for a couple of years when it was a social club still. So why were they inspired to join? What kind of connections and experience are they hoping to find? Even if they are one of our founders, they're still here for a reason. So what's that reason? Do you prefer the cozy meetups, the bigger events, kind of a mix in between? And then listen more than talking, because active listening and asking questions is going to get you more information and give you cues on what they're looking for in order to be able to connect them in the way that they're looking for. And then setting gentle expectations. Okay, the first step in becoming a spark and growing into a constellation is showing up to things, right? So, or getting connected in another way. But attending meetups is going to be is going to be our number one mode for building good relationships. Some members are like coffee shop owners, and it's hard for them to come to events, but they might host an event in that case in order to get to know everybody. So each person's going to have their own needs that they're bringing to the table. And then helping them find their rhythm and that makes them feel like they're at home. Because that's the whole point, is to feel like we have this big supportive community of women that makes us feel nurtured no matter where we go and who we're with. We always have someone that we know and feel comfortable with and are connected to and or have good friendships with. And then encouraging just small commitments initially. If they're a little bit, there's quite a few that are shy and they're joining because they want to get involved, but they don't really know how. So in those kind of cases, like joining the Facebook group and kind of seeing what's going on with that, or attending the next event, meeting with one member, or like maybe we can just go for a walk and I'll invite one other member and introduce you, because that can help just one at a time build those relationships. And then personal invites are huge. They're going to get to know you and you're going to be their person that makes them feel comfortable. So letting them know what you are going to be doing, what your upcoming thing is, whether that's a coffee or a walk or a lunch or a fancy gathering, you can ask them if they would like to attend with you and introduce them around when they're there. Meet them at the door, help them not feel lost, but connected right from when they arrive. And then following up after you have events, after each event, make sure there's a quick check-in. How did that feel? Did you meet someone that stood out to you? And then helping them reestablish that connection. If they didn't get each other's number, but they want to get together, then maybe you guys can, if you don't have both of the numbers, you can always ask me and then I can help with that. And there is, hopefully all of you are now on the directory so that you can see all of our members and can help with connecting our members to each other. Again, some of those that have been in there for a long time, because we just moved over our website a month ago, might take a little bit to transition into that. So you're going to be their access to that directory until they can get in there themselves. And then following up at the end of the month, I just want to follow up again to see how they're doing, see if they have suggestions, see if they've made progress in connecting, and then just making sure that you're keeping notes on each one of them and seeing, just celebrating small wins with them. Good, like, great, you showed up. Like, oh, you have a new friend. Like all those little things, right? I mean, not in a patronizing way. That sounded a little patronizing, but just like, I'm so glad each one of you is here as an ambassador. That is a huge win for me.
Okay, Sarah, I'm going to be a smart aleck here. You mean we're supposed to stalk them?
You're supposed to be their mentor. So
I'm teasing.
They're going to be stalking you, hopefully,
okay,
because you're going to be their connection to everyone.
No, I was just
and
teasing.
I try to match you up with people that were going to be either your ideal referral or your ideal referral partner. So there's a reason why I gave you the members that you have. If there's for some reason that's not working, just let me know, and we have, you know, multiple personalities to shift people into or away from, or maybe they are looking for something in particular and we can shift it into that. It's not that they don't like the one that they have, but you get more out of another connection, because we all have different people that we just vibe with, right? And then this is all of our assignments right now. And Rachel, I'm sorry you don't have as many to start out with, but I'm thinking that you're going to get a lot of the new people that sign up.
That works for me.
Yeah. And then yeah. So I got to Neil, I did an introduction for you, and Kathy, I did an introduction for you, and I did one for Shannon. And I still need to do Samantha, Danielle, Rachel, and Courtney with the introduction text with all of your members. And then there's a few more members on here that will be added as well that have signed up, but we just haven't got them onto our roster quite yet.
Perfect. And Sarah, you probably don't need to introduce me to Jen, but you can still.
You guys are really good friends. I don't know if I have to, yeah. Do you know Nikki?
I don't know Nikki or Mariana so very well, so you could introduce me to those two, but I do know Jen and we are texting pretty regularly, so probably.
Oh, that's great. I figured you'd know Nikki. You guys are gonna love each other. Oh.
I'm excited to get to know her.
Okay. Yeah, I should do yours first because it's only two that you don't know.
And you can feel like a good dopamine hit. I got through somebody.
Yes, I got one, we're done. Okay, so back to our discussion. Okay, so the next thing, group discussion, best practices for social member outreach. Now that we kind of went over kind of a general plan for connecting with our ambassadors, the thing that we offer our, social members are a group of supportive ladies, a welcoming community. They have the website with the directory and the upcoming events. The Facebook group for the local chapter is for all of our social members, and every business member also has a social membership. Email newsletter, we sent that out last week. Did you guys all get that?
I think so, yes.
Okay. That was our very first one. So I just want to make sure everyone got it. Ability to host a free meetup, depending. Invitations to exclusive meetups, which is the ones being hosted by the members, right? Our ambassadors have committed to one for each month in the ambassador program. So just one this month and one next month. And then $5 to $10 off early bird tickets for community events, if there is that offer. And then local discounts offered by member businesses. And that's growing and it will become a little more formalized. But when you go into the directory, you can put discount and all the businesses pop up with their discount in the directory. And then the ambassador mentor, and that's you guys. And then you'll each be assigned to helping each other with one thing so that you also have an ambassador assigned to you in the next couple of classes. So you're not missing out on your ambassador, even though you are an ambassador. And then the best practices for business membership collaboration. Okay, what we're offering them is the networking opportunities with other women in business, the VIP experiences from women-owned businesses, logo featured on our website, and full profile and directory. We are actually going to be sending out I'm hoping to get a form put together with the email in order to get all the information we need in order to get that directory all updated. I was going to do it by email and then get an email back, but if you can fill out a form, it puts it all in one space. That makes it easier to manage it on the website. Sunshine Partner Story in the newsletter. So we will be sending out questions for the newsletter in order for you guys to be able to respond and us to be able to make a story for you. There's also the spotlights. Those are for the Sunshine social and business. If the social members want to be spotlighted as just a social member, which is fine. And then cross promotion on the social pages, print media, and events. and an opportunity to co-host events or be collaborators and spotlight the business on the social media with us to boost their visibility. So the brainstorming part on this is best practices for our outreach, for our business, for our ambassador program, for both our social members and our business members. What do you guys think?
Repeat the question you'd like us to answer.
There you go. So the group discussion is, what are our best practices for our collaboration with the business members and for our outreach with the social members?
Well, Sarah, I was kind of waiting for the meeting today to understand a little bit more the expectations. I know that you did all those text introductions over the weekend, and I know that took a lot of time for you, so thank you for sending that out. I was thinking of just reaching out to each of the ladies to see, do you want to do a one-on-one meetup? Or do you want me just to, I kind of want to understand what looks like support from their perspective. So I think it's going to just depend on what they feel comfortable with. So I don't know. That's kind of where my head is right now.
Yeah, I like that. I gave you the plan where it's like step by step for the outreach, but you're going to have, with each member is going to have their own expectation, their own things that they prefer. Some are going to prefer text. Some don't want text at all. They want a phone call. Some would rather have a one-to-one meeting or a small group meeting. And also it depends on the ambassador too. Some ambassadors are going to want to have like a weekly meeting where everyone gets together. Some are going to want to do it one-to-one. So some are going to want to just invite them to things that we're already doing and then pull them in that way and ask them questions then. So it really depends on the person that you're supporting and your own preferences.
Yeah.
I feel like finding a way to kind of get to know the person individually, whether that's a phone call or a little meetup, I think is going to be, I think, a good step, because then I think that will help me know, hey, do I do something that with groups with these people, or is it easier? Like, what do they love? What kinds of events would I want to make sure maybe to invite them to or let them know I'm going to? So I kind of feel like some kind of one-on-one conversation, phone call or in person, tend to be helpful. I think most people too, though, I'd imagine most people who have joined this are seeking for connection. And so I feel like I'd be more surprised if they don't want to have a call or don't want to meet up, because I think they have already actively like joined something for community. So that's like my initial thought. Like they're probably looking for human connection and support, you know?
Yeah, I would agree. There is a couple of business partners who joined in order to have visibility.
That's true.
So yeah, again, it just depends. Like I know each person pretty well because everyone that's joined has become a friend, right? Or was a friend to start with. So like Nikki Bear, she loves books, she loves book clubs, she loves art, she loves walking, she loves hiking. And I tried to put interests together too with the ambassadors. And then Marina is a relatively new member. I don't know her as well for the connecting. I've more supported her with her, she has the freeze-dried treats and fruits and stuff. So I've been going to the farmers markets and met her husband. She's newly married, and she's done the markets over there at Novel too.
Oh,
But like her personal things she likes to do, I haven't got to know her at that level yet. She's always excited to see me, and I'm always excited to see her. But yeah, so you'll have to help me with that one.
yeah.
And then Jen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess if you have questions about people too, when you're reaching out and want to know a little bit about someone before you reach out, or like how they might like to be approached. Um, I know like there's a couple of our business owners that are just super busy during certain seasons, so they might not seem as receptive right now, but then they always are and reach out when things get a little bit slower. So if you're one of the ambassadors that has one of them, don't take it personally if they're not responding right away. They do want to connect. They're just a little busy right now. It's okay. Kathy, any thoughts on best practices for outreach or connection?
Well, I had sent a text to the group and says, hey, welcome to this thing. And just while we're speaking, I got a text from someone says, hey, too many texts, it's overwhelming. I'm going to choose out. So I'm going to work with her individually and see if she wants to just choose out completely. So, just to reach out and touch base. And I'm going, okay, if this, because there hasn't been that many, but I thought as a group, it would be good to get together, and that was my first step. So I don't know. I'm,
Yeah, no, and let me know if you have something like that, because that just means someone's overwhelmed with their personal life right now and they're
oh no, I
maybe,
understand. So I'm going to work with
yeah,
her individually first and
yeah,
go from there.
sounds good. And if you need any help with that, just let me know.
Okay, thanks, Sarah.
Courtney, any thoughts?
Um, so I'm just going through my list just now. That's the list you text me, right? That's my
Yes,
list. Okay.
yes.
I just want to make sure that was confirmed.
And most of your list knows you because you've been in it for a long time.
Yeah, that's great. I check in with some of these people already, but I have been getting some feedback here and there, when I ask, because before I had my list, I just, if I know they're in the Sunshine community, I'm like, so how are you feeling about it? What sort of things do you feel like you need? And I do get that comment a lot. I'm overwhelmed, but I don't get that from like life. I mean, like there's so much coming from the Sunshine community. They just don't know how to sort it all out. And I know that's been something that we've brought up before. So I know that's not new information or anything, but just in kind of brainstorming what we can do to narrow that down. Because I think,
Streamline it, see what people
yeah,
want.
yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe then I can, now moving forward, I can maybe just tell them like, you won't get as much from the general Sunshine community, but maybe from me, I will just be checking in on you. Like so that there'll be less of that going out to everybody, and maybe it's on the ambassadors for their group to check in. But I don't know if it's just like, for me, I think I do miss a lot because I'm just seeing notifications a lot, and so I'm like, oh, there's like 30 notifications I didn't even check yet.
In the group me, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so and I'm not the only one feeling that way. They're like, I just don't know what's going on. Like I'm hearing people going, I don't know what's going on. It just feels like there's a lot. So just kind of, yeah, streamlining that would be helpful for
I
those
think
people
when
that,
the website and the weekly email is going, it'll be easier too, because then people can look and see what's coming up,
yeah,
or not if they don't want to.
yeah.
It won't be as
There's
overwhelming.
like one spot to be able to see events, and there's one, yeah.
I
Um,
mean, there still be all those other things, but you're basically picking the thing that you want your information through.
yeah,
Because some people want it on Instagram, some people want it on Facebook. But for me, managing all that, it was getting overwhelming for me, all the different places that we needed it. But I feel like if we just have it on our website and that email's going out once a week with things that are coming up that week, great. Then I know that you at least have that one. You don't have to look at the group me if that's overwhelming. You don't have to look at the Facebook and try to search through and find things. Like those are more for drawing people in rather than the members that are already members, if that makes sense.
yeah. And then I think And I'm just sitting here like brainstorming in my own head of some things that I could do. But if I know, okay, there's these events this month and I know that, and I know which ones I want to go to, then I can reach out to my group and say, here's some things I'm going to. Does anybody want to come with me? Do we want to put a group together to go? And then I like to host, especially in the winter months, as things are going to slow down a little bit. I would like to just, I've always liked to do like a little come over to my house for tea kind of a thing. I used to call it Soothe Your Soul little meetups. And so this will give me like a group that maybe I could do that with if they'd be willing. I know some of them maybe not, but that's just like, a little
Some
social
of them are
gathering.
super busy all the time. That's okay.
Yeah. I may not see Jess, for example, coming
Right.
to my
She's
house
looking
for a tea
for,
party.
yeah.
But that's
But
it.
Jess might, maybe the facilitation there is like Jess might want to have something at the coffee shop sometime. It's a small
Yeah.
little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love all those ideas.
So Sarah, I have a question on this. I was envisioning that our primary relationship with our list of people would be one-on-one, but I'm hearing this idea of like, we are a small subgroup of people. I guess it just depends on what we as ambassadors want to do, or do you have a vision for how that would work?
Like I said, it depends on the person because, like just for instance, like if we're having a small gathering over at Courtney's house, she probably won't come because she's so busy with her own coffee shop that it's hard for her to get away. But like in that instant, maybe having like inviting people to come and see if we can just do a little quick, here, meet Jess over at the coffee shop, like would be good for her. But the one-on-one being there as a mentor for you in particular, as someone who is a very good coach and does that professionally, I think I also gave you people who kind of lend themselves to that and who maybe have a career transition happening or would like some kind of leadership coaching. So reaching out for you one-to-one with a lot of your members might not be a bad idea. And I think that your own little subgroups are going to take on their own personality over time. Like I said, each person's going to be kind of their own individual spark and you're getting to know them. But over time, I'm thinking that there's going to be a deeper connection with your group just because you are interacting with them all the time.
Okay. I think my other thought process with this was the names that I had, and maybe this is my HR background, but I didn't want to share anyone else's name with anyone else without their permission. And so I didn't even think about like a group text or bringing everyone together. And maybe that's my mistake, but I would personally want to check that out with them one-on-one before I then do a group thing and put them all in a group text. But it just is probably my lens, the way I think about things.
And like, as the spark initially, there's going to be people that want to connect and want to know everybody else's information. And then there's going to be people who want to be very private. And that's getting to know your individual spark. But the goal long term is there to be a constellation. So you want them to come to things, to meet people, to build those friendships and close relationships over time. And then at that point, they're sharing information. You might want to have a group that gets together regularly that you're making a small group thing out of.
Okay.
So you want it to grow into the group, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that helps. Thank you.
They're great questions, though. Okay, let's move on to the next. So we do have like ideal referral partners when it comes to our business membership and our social membership. I'm just doing a little example with our business referral partners. And then kind of an outreach for people that are outside of our community to build up our name outside of our community with this next activity. So this is just kind of some of our dream referral partners. People who are already kind of established women-led businesses are great for building up our community and having it be solid. So that's people that are in real estate, home, lifestyle services, health, wellness, and beauty, therapy, coaching, personal growth. You notice we have a lot of these already. Creative, retail in that like styling or like we have a launch coming up for stylish consignment, brand name stylish consignment. So just kind of experiences around things that are kind of feminine. And then professional and service-based businesses are great because we also have our leadership and our business development aspect to our Sunshine community, and attorneys, financial advisors, marketing and branding agencies. They're going to be great referrals for those aspects. And we have a lot more education coming up for business, women in business, leadership, and women in leadership that those will cater to in particular. And this is just one like little engagement idea. So I was just looking on Instagram, and for getting to know businesses in the area, I actually went on ChatGPT. My husband's coming in saying hi.
Didn't realize you were.
I'm teaching a class right now. Um, so one way just to get known is I went into ChatGPT and I said, okay, so what are ideal people in South Jordan? And then what are some ideal businesses that are actual businesses in South Jordan that I would want to connect with? And then I looked them up on Instagram, and then there's very good like slow steps for just getting yourself known without being salesy to people. It's not about sales. It's about understanding what we're bringing to the community and who we are and what we do. And then people are naturally attracted to us because they want what we have to offer. So the first thing is just like story engagement, going into the people that are ideal, like dream referral partners, and then interaction, doing little hearts, claps, little fires. This keeps you on kind of the radar initially. And then the second step is doing comments. This is gorgeous. So happy you're in Daybreak. Love seeing women-owned businesses thriving. Your space is stunning. Just letting them know that we appreciate them and we're connecting with them. The ice is already broken, but it's deepening the understanding of that we are appreciating them. And then after 2 to 3 touches like that, you can do a DM, just kind of a supportive vibe to get to know them even better. So, hi, I love seeing your posts. It's so fun watching women do things locally. And then kind of explaining you're part of the South Jordan community and would love to cheer them on more. Local love, like we did the acai place reached out to us because they saw that we were sharing things out for local people, and then they wanted to offer the 15% off that week. So I shared the 15% off with our members, and then Sunshine community members came, and now she wants to have a one-on-one conversation with me next week. So it's just kind of cool, the collaborations that can just happen when people are aware of you. And then letting them know that we do run a women's empowerment community when they ask. Love highlighting local businesses. We love to connect. We just love providing oxygen to our local women-owned businesses. So brainstorming session. So that's just Instagram for like building a relationship with a local business that is our ideal referral partner. What are some ideas that you guys have? I can kind of type some of these in other areas.
Well, I think if we attend any of those ideas and those folks are there, posting pictures and tagging folks,
Oh, yes,
Um,
tagging. So this is in Instagram still?
Yeah, any of the social, I mean, everyone's kind of on different platforms. So anything that we go to, I think we should be thinking, is there someone I can tag or highlight or something?
That's a great one. We get a lot of exposure with like the Daybreak Network and stuff that way. What are some other ideas for just letting ourselves be known and building those relationships with our community? I know, Courtney, you are fantastic at stopping in places you like and talking to people.
Yes. Did you want me to say more about that?
Yes, please.
I was like, yes, I am. Yes, I like doing that. I mean, um, I, I like the face to face a lot more personally. I mean, it's hard because social media is easy, it's quick, it's right there in front of you. I think, but for mental health reasons, it's hard to sit and be on your phone or on the computer for a long, long time, and you sit there and trying to engage with that. So just limiting that to a certain amount of time a day and saying like, this is how much I'm going to get done today. This is a few likes and comments I'm going to make today, and that's all I get done today. But going out in the community and stopping in when I can, I really like, and would love to do even more. That is, unless I'm booked with sessions or clients or something like that, going and doing more networking groups and meeting people to be able to talk to them about face-to-face and in-person collaboration and connection.
I've seen lots of collaborations with events with you. That's been awesome. Yeah, I've seen at least 6 places in the area that Courtney's gone and done an activity to bring in people to their business, but also to bring in more awareness about what she does too. It's been pretty cool to see.
I will say about that too is what's nice is getting that one-on-one personal relationship with people like Amber and Jess and Prakash, and over the years seeing the benefit of being um, friends with them is not only offering what I can, like, hey, I do these things, does that sound like they'd be interesting to you, do you think that that would bring people in, and wanting to do things that are mutually beneficial to them. Like they've allowed me to use their spaces, which is wonderful, but I don't just come in and go, I want to use your space. A lot of times I'll be like, I want to find a way that this can bring people in. So when I did Tarot for Tips very first time, it was like, do you think this is something that could bring more people into the shop, like bring more people into the cafe to want to hang out? Would they come? Would they want to read cards? Maybe I'll make a little money with tips, but mostly I'm there for exposure so that people know me and see me out in the community. And I think that that's what I would probably advise or talk to people about if they were in my cohort, or if they were like out there trying to do the same thing, is get into a personal relationship with those people that have those spaces. And then when I've wanted to host events or do things, I am really lucky, and I've been really, really pleased that I haven't had to pay for spaces. Like you would normally have to rent space, but I'll go in and say like, hey, is this something that you'd be interested in doing with me? Like the dance party earlier this year, for example, Amber was like, this is worth it to me to have you come and do this here, and you can sell tickets. And like I bought food, and but I was already invested in that, like coming out ahead, even though, like, especially with the second event, tickets weren't going like hotcakes like I would like. But it wasn't a flop financially, if that makes sense. Like I was able, and making sure that, like, for Amber, was this worth it to you? Do you feel like, even though we didn't sell a ton of tickets, she's like, no, because people are seeing these events happening here and this is the place it's happening. So just, having that relationship so that it's like, is this mutual beneficial to you? Is it, are we working well together with this, or what can we do to make it even better for both of us?
Yeah. And it just feels good to go in and have friends in the local businesses that know your name and are happy to see you every time you go there. It's amazing. Who else? Rachel, I don't think we've heard from you yet.
Yeah, I mean, I love everything that's been shared. I'm like, I don't know that I have anything unique to add to what's been shared, but I feel like I really like some of the one-on-one stuff with helping people or connecting with people, and then the small group to then the large group. But I feel like, yeah, I really enjoy some of those one-on-one or small group settings. So, um, yeah, finding ways to kind of pull people together that it's like, hey, these two people might combine well, let's the 3 or 4 of us or 5 of us go to this event, um, for kind of that social side of things. But yeah, I feel like everything that was shared, Courtney's like the pro at all the like in-person stuff, so I love that. And you too, Sarah. And so yeah, I liked all the ideas already shared.
Yes. And then, yeah, that just brought up another, just inviting to our public events, inviting people that are not in our community yet, but are surrounding our community, inviting them to the events that are public. I like that. Anything else to add right there? Did everybody get a chance to shout out something for this? Okay. And where are we now? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So we have initial contact and the pre-survey. Oh, I wanted to point out that the pre-survey is here. So I think I need to,
And this
that's
is
there.
for the community members that we're ambassadors for, correct? Like helping them kind of fill these out or getting answers from them.
These are for the community members, yes. So it's a little different from the ambassador one. There's a lot of similar things, but just slightly different. Like, who's your ambassador? What are your expectations for the Sunshine community? What are their goals kind of by the end of November when through this next month, that you guys are going to be working together, that you're still in the ambassador program? Is there something that they want from now until then, some kind of goal? And then the connected, valued, accepted, and then I changed the last one from secure to comfortable going to gatherings, because I just I want to test that with our members. And then just how many events are they attending? But I think that was one of your questions too. And then anything that you'd like from your ambassador, um, I thought was a good one too.
And Sarah, these results will be visible to everyone or just ambassadors? A lot of people won't fill out a thing until they know who's going to see it.
Oh, okay. So the individual results will only be visible to me.
Okay.
The summary of the results, like I showed you the summary of the ambassador one,
Yeah.
will be visible to all ambassadors.
Okay. Thank you.
And then we'll be making up measurable goals based on this. Um, when it comes to growth in the next month. So next meeting after we get these results, then we'll take these results and come up with some goals ourselves
Okay.
based on them. Okay, so we have reminders. We have our outreach, our initial contact and pre-surveys for our Sparks, choosing engagement ideas. Okay, so we had quite a few engagement ideas that we kind of talked about, but we're going to want to take one of those and implement it. But just choosing it by next time. You don't have to implement it yet. And if you don't want to, you can, but you don't have to yet. So using Instagram, stopping in places and talking to women owned businesses. This can be something you're already doing and you're already comfortable with, or it can be something just a little bit outside your comfort zone. Trying to read that one. Okay, so it's just, that one is just like a best practice, like social media might be quick, but you wanting to see like one business owner. Like if you've never gone out and talked to a women business owner before, like go out and say hello to Amber or Jess, or I'm gonna go meet up with the acai lady this next week. I'm forgetting her first name right now. I just saw the text, but that'll be neat. Or even setting up the one-to-one, like just choose by next time what one you would want to implement. And then inviting people to the event, our events. So you're just choosing an engagement idea to implement that. Hopefully something a little bit like if you're already doing something, picking one thing that you'd want to change slightly to make it a goal where there's some growth. But you guys are all going to also be contacting all of your members this week. So that could also, it could be something that they come up with too. So it's just kind of an idea of what you would like to do. And then I also want to show you that we do have our YouTube channel that has our classes on it. And you know, our week 2, I thought I was going to have to re-record it, but it was actually saved to my computer and it just hadn't been converted. I don't know what that means. So I went in there and found it in this really off folder someplace. And then I converted it and I'm like, woohoo, we got it. So the people that spoke that day, we actually get to have them speaking. I'm so glad I don't have to record that. And then I still am going to share week 5 and then this week. But so if you've missed any of those days, you can go onto our YouTube channel. It's just our, it's at Sunshine Community. That's not that one. That's this one. It's at Sunshine Community for our YouTube channel. Or Sunshine Community also comes up as us. So all for the first month is in there, and then I'll get 5 and 6 in there today. Okay, questions. Is there anything that you guys would like to know a little bit more about, or?
I have a question. So I was just trying to just on my computer get on Sunshine website to look up my people to get contact or to like get them all organized into one place. But I'm having trouble with the directory. Does that anyone else have any issues? Because I just can't access anything.
I had to log in, and then once I've logged in, the directory, it was working best if I like did it by alphabetical and like clicked the letter of the first name of someone, then it would pull up like N for Nikki or something like that. Does it show that you're logged in?
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. When I'm clicking directory, it's just showing me.
Do you want to share your screen?
I am on my computer separately.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just having a issue.
Rachel, are you able to get on your computer and share your screen?
Yeah, let me try mine. Let's see.
Now I can't find the website at all.
Oh, no.
I'm having a great
We're
time.
having a moment. It's good technology. We love it. Okay, let's see. This was pulled up from just a minute ago. So can you see my screen? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go away. All right, here we go.
I
I don't actually remember how I got to this page because there's the business directory, which is different than the private member directory. I don't know that there's an easy.
Because I can't
Okay,
see
so
how to
that's
get
where
to,
I'm having a problem because I am having a problem because I just click business directory. That's the only one I have. I don't know how to
I
get to anything
think-
else.
So
Can
I
you
got
log into your,
Sarah's link. So Sarah gave
I
me
am
a
logged in.
text. She gave me a special link via text that let me
yeah,
get in.
I'm logged in, but I can't get this directory at all. I don't see a link to get there.
Every time I've logged in, Sarah, to the directory, I've just used your separate link that you texted us that said, here's the link to the directory. That's what I've used. I haven't tried just logging in and then finding the membership directory. So maybe there's something kind of missing in that workflow. But let's see. If we hit account, no, that's not it.
Yeah, that's how
yeah,
I
there's
logged in.
supposed to be at the top where it says account. If you're not logged in, you're supposed to be able to log in, and then it's supposed to pull up that page for you when you're logged in.
Let me
Yeah,
share
I am
my
logged in, but I
screen.
don't have anywhere. Oh, okay, private member directory.
There you
That's
go.
what I was missing.
Do you see it, or do you want me to share my screen?
I'm not seeing it, so I'm being,
So then on the just general website, none of those businesses are on business directory?
Not yet. We're
Okay.
updating that still. There's only the
Okay.
3 that are offering discounts right now on our business directory. But that's why I need to send an email out to all of our business members because I need to get updated logos. So if the logo was not square, then it gets cut off. So I have to get a square logo from everybody.
So
Okay.
I don't know if this helps Kathy or Courtney. Well, even maybe for Rachel, but I always go to account. That's how I get there. Go to
Yeah,
account.
I figured
and
that
then-
out.
Okay.
It just
Okay,
took
but
me
I
a minute because
don't-
I
on my
kept clicking
account, I
business
don't get any
directory
of
and I'm
that.
like, that's not showing me anybody.
So if you're logged in and you click on account, that's supposed to pop up.
it does not. So I can get with you later, Sarah, maybe figure something
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
For
and that's
sure.
popping up on my side now. So I think we're good for me at least.
And I should give you Mallory. She's our webmaster. So her email is Mallory. And I can even text this to you. Maybe I should put it in the chat. It's Mallory at mallorymonet.com.
Spell the last part.
I'll put it in the text for you. There you go.
Okay.
And she's our webmaster. So if you're logging in and you're still not seeing that, then we need to get that fixed. Oh, thank you, Rachel, for putting that in that chat, the private member directory.
Problem.
I'll have to talk to Mallory because mine still doesn't come up.
Okay. Did you click on private member directory, link that Rachel put into?
I didn't have, I used her link, but it doesn't show up. When I log in, I still don't have access to it.
Okay. So we need to figure out what that's all about. I'm having a little trouble with the website as well because I'm an admin, it doesn't want to add me as a member, but I want to be able to see the member stuff. So we're working on that. Maybe I'll have to use a separate email or something, my personal email.
I need to jump to a 2
Yeah,
o'clock.
that's the end of our class. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay, before you
you.
take off, I'm gonna just invite anybody. I know Sarah's got a booth, but this Saturday, all day from like 8 until 7 in the evening is the Energy and Healing Conference. It's down at the Larry Miller campus there. If anybody would like to go and doesn't have a ticket, I've got some tickets I can get you. And otherwise, come on out and have, see what's there.
Yeah, I'll be there from 7 in the morning until I'm leaving to go to Courtney's witches night out.
What time's that?
That's from 6 to
Starts at
8.
6. Yeah. I'm going to send out an email or message to everybody who bought a ticket that if they want to come a little bit early and get drinks, they can come and purchase drinks because they have alcoholic, non-alcoholic sodas, things like that. But you'll get a drink with your ticket with the meal that we're having as well. But like a little pre-socialization time would be fun.
Okay.
So I do have a buy one, get one free ticket sale going on. I think that I'll have that available till Wednesday. And then I'm just going to, which is similar, but just cut price half Wednesday. It's the same deal, but it's just, you can buy them
You can buy an
individually for half
individual
price.
ticket.
Yeah.
Courtney, do
So
you have a website or a thing that I can learn more about that?
yes, you can go to practically-magic.com where all the events are listed, and then it'll send you on a link to purchase tickets if you want.
And it's at prismhealing.com too, right?
Yeah, that's where it will take you.
Okay.
It goes through those avenues to get there, but yeah, then the tickets are for sale on my website.
Okay.
Yeah, but it'll be really fun. I was just getting everything ready today, and I have some free giveaways. I'm going to be doing giveaway of a couple of books. So I'm going to raffle off these Terry Tempest William, When Women Were Birds, Mary Oliver, or When Women Who Run with Wolves. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, I spelled that wrong somehow for practically magic. It says
Yeah,
you're
magic is
available.
spelled with a CK at the
Oh,
end.
that would make a difference.
Practically-magic.com.
And in the chat, I put
It's not
prismhealing.com.
magic. It's magic.
Rachel's got it.
And
Yeah, so we're gonna have lots of fun. But yeah, I was gonna try to make it to the energy healing conference too, but I think that I'll be spending most of the day getting ready for the party. I'm like, there's a
I
lot
know,
of
I'm
setup to
doing
do.
both.
So
And then we sponsored Monster Fest or Monster, yeah. So the Moms Fest is doing the Monster
monster thing. Yeah, I saw
trunk or
that.
treat. So we sponsored it, but I'm not gonna be able to go because I got the energy conference and I've got
Too
witches
many
night out.
fun things going on in October.
Yeah,
Too
it's so fun.
many. That's all right.
that's cute. And you've got a paint night coming up. That's cute too. Look at that.
Yeah, mother-daughter paint night. So you can come, you can bring a niece, you can bring a sister, you can bring
I was like,
whoever.
no daughter, but another girl.
A bestie
friend.
for sure.
Yeah, I just call it mother-daughter because that's what Amber wanted to do. And I said, I'm not being exclusive. You could bring a son. I don't care.
I love
I'm
it.
not going to turn anybody away.
Like the more the merrier.
Yeah. So it's for everybody. Yeah, that's what I have these for. I just got some really cool little magic stickers. I've got glitter glue, and I've got these giant circle watercolor canvases that we're gonna pretend are cauldrons, making magic in the cauldron and
Cute.
paint on them. So I'm excited for that too, because that's gonna be fun.
That's so fun.
Have fun.
I have a niece that would probably really love that.
Oh, that'd be so cute. Yeah.
See if I can get her schedule from her mom.
Yes. Yeah, or bring her too, and then you
mom.
get another person
There
you
we
can
go.
bring. With 2 tickets, you can bring 4 people. So
There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Love it. Thank you.
good to
Okay, bye,
see you
guys.
guys.
See you.
Okay, we'll catch you later.
Catch you
Yeah.
later.